Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the Van Dam. I'm Kiwi Azza. I'm going to be showing you my van today. Caught me here at lunchtime. We'll talk about the fish later. You know what else we're going to talk about later? Cameraman's mustache, Trevor. That's a stonker. Alright, let's talk about the van. What am I standing in? She's a ProMaster. She's a 2019 159 wheelbase extended high roof. What's he going on about? Oh, it just means it's a very, very large van. Check out the galley I'm standing in. The galley was designed by a professional chef. Do you have to be a professional chef to crank good food out of this van? No. I'm going to show you how to do that later. Welcome to my van. On full display here, so you can get an idea of how we can get the most out of this van. We designed this van with a galley in mind. We're going to be doing some cooking today. Nice big bass and some mussels, and check out where we're parked. Absolutely gorgeous. Let me show you the size of a meal you can cook in a tiny home. That's a big fish, guys. Going into our 21-inch Furion oven. She's a 3-burner stovetop. Great feature of this van is slide-out pantries. Herbs and spices for days. Ample space for storage. We can go off the grid for long periods of time. Talking about ample space, this walnut bench top, 8 square feet for slicing and dicing. This is a collapsible bench top. Big bad boy fridge. Also, we're getting hungry. I know Trevor's hungry. We're going to throw some mussels in here. Got some bacon, garlic, butter. Let's eat. Let's talk about our wet head. It's a subway tiled from ceiling to floor. On the floor we have Brazilian hardwood. It's slated and it's removable, as is the Nature's Head compost toilet. As we come up, we see a little bit of hanging eucalyptus. I do enjoy the smell. And then the hot water system itself is a tankless water heater coming from a 30-gallon freshwater tank. Do have to be conservative when you're on the road, especially if you're not near a water source. Do enjoy a hot shower though, and this is a great feature of the van. I've gone to remove the interior table. Now this bad boy can be lowered or raised. It can be used as a breakfast table, whatever you want. Sometimes I work on the computer. Today's purpose is for these mussels, and it's well overdue because I'm pretty hungry. But first, let's feed Trevor. Sorry for making you wait, mate. Delicious. Let's check the fridge out. This bad boy was designed in such a way to be swung right open to bust out cold ones to wash everything down. Let's talk about a few more points of the galley that I missed before. Porcelain splashback. Did add a little bit of weight, but is it beautiful? Yes. Nice big deep sink that I can throw dishes in. This is pretty big. Set it and forget it. Jump in, drive away. If you don't like doing dishes and you want to pile them up like me, they go in here. I won't lie, I totally forgot about the fish. It's more than ready. Like I said before, guys, just because it's a small space to cook doesn't mean you can't cook a feast for a small army. Look at that, delish. But the boys are all full up on mussels. We're going to save that for dinner. Alright, brother, come inside. Let's check out this interior space. I'm going to set Trevor up right here. Boom. We're talking about that slug before. There it is. Alright, wardrobe. Tons of space for your personals to be hung. Right now I'm doing a bit of painting. I've painted everything, so everything's empty. Lots of drawers on marine latches. And again, these are deep drawers. So ample space for storage. Speaking of ample space again, boom. Now this is generally stocked full of dry goods because we like to go off the grid for a long period of time, especially during COVID. We were right on the boonies. We didn't want to have to go back into town. Upper cabinetry. This is all shaker style. Do like it a lot. Voila. Okay, we've got hooks for days. Boom, everything's getting hung, whether it's backpacks, jackets. Actually, the wet head does double in wet snowboarding gear, wetsuits, whatever have you. Raincoats, we just sling them inside that wet head, let them dry off. Max Air fan, now it either pushes or pulls. It's pretty grunty, and I do like it. There's enough space here for two. I am going to set it up later. It does actually have another bench seat here with the table, works as a little dinette and also a workspace. And if I'm just going to chill, watch some Netflix, but most of my Netflix is done from up here in our queen size bed. I do like a cup of tea in the morning, I won't lie. Let's push that to one side. I'm 6 foot, 2 inches of space above my head. Let's crawl up. Now I won't bite you up here with me, bro. Lucky that wasn't full. But yeah, I can stretch out. Obviously room for two, absolutely fun. Crack these back doors open. We're going to see later. We're going to back this bad boy up to the beach, and you could be anywhere. Crack these doors open. It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, g'day. So Trevor's probably wondering when I'm going to push some fish tacos out of here. You know what, bro? You're just going to have to wait. So let's talk about this. Custom window, meshed. It's going to keep out the bugs. So when it's raining, all that sort of stuff, I want to cook inside, have the door shut. Mesh screen is pushed across. That extractor is going. Tons of ventilation. I'm going to step outside. At the rear of the van, we have 2 more custom windows. These windows open vertically. Again, they are meshed to keep out the bugs. Now they are heavily tinted, as is that window on the side. So during the day, no one can see in. And at night, if I've got the lights on, I've got these blackout blinds. Okay, they work great. Silver on the opposite side, as you can see. And that pushes the sun, reflects it back out, really keeps the van nice and cool. Let's get this bad boy back up. Okay, I strap down as much gear as possible on these doors. These doors open all the way to the side. I love to back up to a lake, to a mountain. You're getting all of those views from in bed. Again, more gear on the doors. Wherever you can put it, space is everything. I designed this in such a manner that I wanted to put my snowboards in here as well as my road bikes. They fit perfectly. I'm going to sneak in here too. I do have to remove the wheels off the bikes and strap them to the door, but no biggie. Okay, on top of the van is 300 watts of solar. That solar is coming down to the solar controller. It's about 14.3 right now, which means it's absolutely fantastic. It's pushing a lot of power to this lithium battery, 170 amp hour. Now this bad boy it's from 100% to 0, I can nearly run it. You can't do that with most batteries. I thought I was going to have to run with 2 because I am power hungry. It turns out I only need the 1. This system is more than sufficient. So from the battery, I've got a 12 volt system. It's running the lights and the fans amongst other things. This inverter charger, 2000 watt pure sine, and that's feeding my 110 volt system. That fridge is 110 volts. And again, the system's able to hold it up, and I have no worries. I used to be super paranoid watching the power all the time. Am I gonna run out? Nah, that's great. So I stopped looking at it, and it just does what it should do. Now there's 3 ways of powering that battery. 1 is the sun, 2 when I'm driving, you can't see it, but there is a charging relay back there that's hooked up to the alternator, and 3, when we take a look at the exterior, I can plug into shore power. Don't really need it. Sun and driving, all day, every day, power. While I'm still lounging around in the back of the garage, I'd best check out this our fresh water system at the back here. Now it's separated from the electrical for good reason. This here is the hot water shower. Pulls out, I can rinse boards off, feet after hiking, etc. I take showers outside. I remove those slated boards from inside that shower. Just pop them down there, take a shower outside. It's nice to get, at one with nature. Okay, all that hot water is coming from this tankless water heater here. I can control the temperature. I do have it cranked all the way because I like to do my dishes nice and hot. Behind me, 30-gallon freshwater tank. You guys will learn, even though it's a really big tank, you guys will learn to conserve water, unless again you're near a water source and you can keep topping up. But don't take too long of showers, and you know what, sometimes you just don't shower every day. That setup I was talking about before, when you have that guest and you don't want to be squeezed side by side on this bench seat. Another one here. Spend a lot of time here on the computer. Again, I can adjust the table. She pivots, plenty of room for 2 people to have a feed. We reshuffled the van to give you guys an idea of one of the great features of this ProMaster. So don't focus on my grubby feet. You've had a siesta and you want to check the surf. Pop open these back doors. Trev, why don't you just jump up here with me, brother? Bring your moustache. Let's get all cuddly. So guys, we relocated the van. It was getting a bit noisy, but that's the beauty of having a home on wheels. You can take it from A to B whenever you want. I like change, and that was a big part of van life for me. The van itself, back to the interior, it's got some great finishes, whether it's the walnut, the tile, etc., the colors, the shaker style, cabinetry, Meg. Was a big influence of that. I would have gone a bit more stock standard boyish. I'm super stoked that she did push for all of these beautiful finishes and colors, because you know what, at the end of the day most things are the stock standard, and it's a bit boring. And to wake up and to see all of this really does feel like home. Hence the reason I do like a lot of plants. At one stage I was rocking about 12 to 15. I've donated a few along the way. And yeah, I like to be surrounded by a lot of greenery. Alright guys, up above here we have a 13-foot awning. I'm going to push it out a little bit so you can get an idea. Now this bad boy comes out 8 feet. Not going to push her all the way, you get the idea. Open the door. There is a light underneath the awning. Obviously works better at night time, but hey. Moving on to the tyres. These are pretty new actually. I was rocking the factory manufacturer standard tyres. They did the job. It was Time Pacific bad boys. I like to go to Baja, the snow. These are going to get you out of trouble. Oh, that reminds me, take a spade with you. No matter how big of grunty tyres you have, you're going to have to dig yourself out at some stage. Okay. Back to the power we were talking about before. We had 3 points of charging that battery. This is what I call shore power. You can plug into a friend's house, family, whatever, wherever that power source is. Campground. You know what? Haven't had to at all. Solar driving does the job. Below the shore power is a remote filling station for that propane tank. That propane tank is a horizontal mounted tank between the axle and the spare tire. 6.9 gallons. It varies how long it lasts, probably a couple of months. And you know what, we're doing a lot of cooking and a few hot showers. I mean a lot of hot showers and hot dishes. So let's cruise on around the side of the van. Oh, let's not forget the tow hitch. I installed this guy here. I've got a swing away bike rack. And we had a couple of bikes on there. Don't put on expensive bikes, someone will try and steal them. Someone tried to steal my bike, but I had a pretty hefty bike lock on there, they couldn't get it. They will get dirty when you're cruising around, especially in Utah. My bike was covered in dust. So don't slap on a good bike on the back of the van. Put it inside the van if you have a nice bike, there is room. All right. Water fill station, much like a gas cap, it's locked with a key. 30-gallon tank, easy fill. I have a carbon filter that filters the water before it goes into that tank. Below it is a screw-in city water so that I can screw in a hose, open that tap and have endless amounts of water inside the van. All right, Trev, you want to follow me up to the top of the van? Don't forget to kick your shoes off. This is by far my favorite part of the van. This red cedar was milled in Nashville. The van was mostly built out in Nashville. Thank you, Ben Williams. It's red cedar. I wanted something that said Nashville. This is it. And you know, 6x9. A couple of people can do yoga. We stargaze, we wine, we dine, we chill, whatever. One of those 19 decorative pillows you saw downstairs, they come up here. We throw them all out and we just chill. Now, I wanted the deck to be as flush as possible. You see the solar up front, the max air fan, everything's kind of flush and level. It ties in nicely. As Trevor pans across, it's a big deck. I can strap down a lot of gear. It can take a lot of load. A couple of nautical touches come from a sailing background. So I've got some cleats, crank down a lot of gear. Here There's a cell phone booster, big necessity. It's a must. I'd say get one. It's 2020. We all live on our phones and our computers. When you've got a tiny aerial inside your cell phone or your computer, that guy there will boost the hell out of it. Does its job. It's 500. Get one. The one thing about it is you have to be about 10 feet close to it. It's the only thing. But hey, it does work. I've got a hotspot and we'll just kind of push it around the rest of the van. But sun's going down here in Vista. Hey guys, thanks for checking out my van. I hope to see you on the road and enjoy the journey. I'm Kiwi Azza. This is Van Dan.
I hope you enjoyed that content. If you hadn't noticed, we do have an ebook that we sell, and the link is just in the description. It contains 160 pages crammed full of practical advice, walkthrough information, electronic schematics and part lists, which will make your job a lot easier for doing a van conversion, and it will save you time and money. Also, we've created special videos for the ebook which enable you to see walkthroughs for how to do loads of things in a van conversion. So that's for water systems, for your electrics, for how to do simple woodwork joints that anyone can do. And I really believe that anyone, regardless of their experience, can make a half decent van conversion. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate you watching our content, and we put a lot of effort to make it interesting, informative, and find those cool projects to feature on our channel. Consider subscribing, leave a comment, and we'll see you next week.